and welcome to another edition of Currently in Quincy. I'm Joe Catalano. On today's show, we will get an update from Quincy College President Dr. Rick DeCristofaro. First, though, we take a look at the weather and the news for you. Currently in Quincy, it is absolutely sparkling. Brilliant sunshine. It is 73 degrees right now. We'll have just a few high, thin clouds around today. Warm, pleasant, and dry with highs in the upper 70s. Comfortable nights, starlit skies this evening. The lows drop off into the upper 50s and still okay tomorrow. A little warmer, actually. A few more clouds, but a high tomorrow near 80 degrees. Some midweek dampness rolling in Wednesday with some showers and storms and highs in the low 70s. Still a little unsettled here on Thursday with some showers around. High 70 degrees. Friday looks really nice right now. But again, sunshine and 73 in Quincy right now. In the news today, Quincy Mayor Thomas Koch says that he expects that the U.S. Attorney's Office will quickly dismiss their investigation into whether Quincy is discriminating against people with substance use disorder by opposing plans to build a new Long Island Bridge.
You know, our issue with the Long Island Bridge from day one and throughout has been consistently the traffic issue. The traffic going through our streets to get there. It has nothing to do with the treatment on the island or what Boston wants to do on that island. But whatever they do on that island has implications on our neighborhoods, because if you're building a bridge, that's the access to the island. So, as you know, we've been pretty vocal about advancing, encouraging water transportation to that island, much like they've been doing to the kids program out there for years. Kids go out there during the summer program that Tom Menino started, and they go by ferry. So I'm not quite sure what the big deal is on the issue of why they're so reserved about not doing the ferry. It's remarkable to me. But anyway, you know, we're providing all the Jim Timmons, our city solicitor, is the fact finding, putting everything together. He's already forwarded a number of packets of information to the U.S. Attorney. And hopefully it will be resolved quickly.
Boston Mayor Michelle Wu has said that building a new bridge to Long Island and reopening a substance use disorder treatment center there is still one option that she is considering to help deal with the drug abuse issue that created the former tent city at Mass and Cass. The Marina Bay Ferry is back this year. The city of Quincy is once again partnering up with the town of Winthrop to provide ferry service from Squantum Point Park at Marina Bay to and from the seaport and the New England Aquarium in Boston, and to and from Winthrop as well. The seasonal service resumed operation back on May 31st. It will run through at least October. The town of Winthrop owns and operates the 74-passenger Valkyrie ferry and has been partnering with the city of Quincy since 2016. The ferry service also receives a state subsidy, and local leaders continue to lobby for a full-time, year-round ferry service from Quincy. mbferry.com has all the ticket and schedule details for you. The water quality at Wollaston Beach in Quincy declined last year as compared to 2020. Save the Harbor, Save the Bay says Wollaston water was only safe for swimming 82% of the time in 2021. That's compared to 85% of the time back in 2020. The report cites increased rainfall last year as the reason for the decrease in water quality due to contaminated stormwater runoff. The state tests that water at Wollaston and 14 other state-run beaches between Nahant and Nantasket from Memorial Day through Labor Day. Nantasket Beach in Hull, Winthrop Beach and Pleasure Bay and City Point Beach in South Boston all received 100% ratings last year. The Quincy Water Department is one of 39 across the state being recognized for providing outstanding service in 2021. The State Department of Environmental Protection recently presented commendations to public water departments that had no violations or non-compliance issues and made efforts to protect water quality and conservation. Mark Villalpando of the Quincy DPW was on hand to accept the citation from the Energy and Environmental Affairs Secretary Beth Card, the Mass DEP Commissioner Martin Suberg, and Kristen DeVeris of the Northeast Regional Drinking Water Section during National Drinking Water Week. A new, nonpartisan volunteer group called Quincy Votes is working to increase voter turnout in the city and has now announced the winners of their contest to design their new logo. Brown University senior, former North Quincy High School graduate Nick Andrade of Quincy designed the winning logo. This one that you're seeing right now is the winning logo. He also designed the logo that won second place right there in their contest. For that, Nick wins $350. As I mentioned, Andrade is a graduate of North Quincy High School. He took a graphic design course there. Now, North Quincy High School senior Sandy Kay also won $50. She won third place in that design contest. That's her submission right there. Kay has been accepted to Bentley University in Waltham. She says she plans to major in marketing, then pursue a master's degree in design. Quincy Votes is a new resident group formed to encourage voter turnout and civic engagement. QuincyVotes.org has all the information for you there. Finally, today, 8 Quincy residents were among 22 Quincy College students who were recently inducted into the local chapter of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society during a ceremony at Quincy City Hall. Mayor Thomas Koch, Quincy College President Rick DeCristofaro, and Professor Stephen Dooner all spoke about leadership, scholarship, fellowship, and service that are the hallmarks of the Honor Society. Now, the 8 Quincy residents inducted: Jacqueline Aaron Williams, Renee Chandler, Gian Piero DeRito, Jennifer Farnsworth, Antonella Gula, Martin Jimenez, Courtney Kennedy, and Tina Riley. Phi Theta Kappa Chapter President Eric DeFilippis and Secretary Ashley Gonsalves presented each student with a certificate of membership and a traditional white rose. That's our check of news. Coming up, we will chat with Quincy College President Rick DeCristofaro. Stay tuned. That's next. Welcome back. Happy to welcome back here to the program on QATV, the president of Quincy College. Richard DeCristofaro has stopped on by to give us a little kind of year-end update, I suppose, and summer update, and maybe a look ahead to the fall, too. So, Rick, always great to see you.
Sure. Nice to see you, and thanks for everything you people do over here. I think there's so many great things going on in this city, and to see the coverage is really, it just brings it home to people that can't be in certain places at certain times because there are so many things going on. So I think the reporting of it and the sharing of it is really a great thing for the city. So
well,
I thank you.
Yeah. We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the mention.
Yeah.
One of those is, of course, Quincy College.
Yes.
This is actually graduation time, as you know, for the public schools this week as well. Yeah. Will you be attending the?
Today and tomorrow. Tonight we have a finance committee.
Oh.
It's North Quincy's. I wish I could be there. I'll be there tomorrow night for Quincy and do the basic wave. You know, not be running the show as superintendent.
You get to have the fun now. Rich.
I
sit
know.
Back and watch.
Sit back and just appreciate the night. Yeah. It's really both of those evenings, and I think the mayor says it all the time. They're the most important. Most important times we get together as a school system. We have so many great things. They have so many things going on. Yeah, but when you come to graduation, you really get, this is what we have been working on. They have been working on since pre-kindergarten,
right,
and through. And many of our students stay. You know, Quincy Public Schools stay from pre-K all the way through. So, pretty strong school system and strong families.
Of course, but just coming off the Quincy College commencement not too long ago with the governor as the guest speaker.
The governor was unbelievable, and he, like the mayor, just talks really off the top of his head and covers some really great things within his career, what he's learned, and I think our graduates really appreciated him being there.
Sure.
We did too, obviously. Yeah.
And there is still a very strong partnership between the public schools and Quincy College, with the early college high school program.
Thank you. And we're doing so much more with the school system, and the early college high school is one that, again, is, a grant from State Street Foundation, a $500,000 grant, and that is so supportive of so many professionals helping our students. So last year there were 150 students, just about equally from North Quincy. Next year there'll be 250 students involved. Yeah, and that goes along with dual enrollment. We have so many other partners, other city partners. Weymouth's come on, Milton's come on, Duxbury's come on, Marshall's come on. Yeah, Marshall's Marshfield. So we offer these opportunities for dual enrollment where they take college classes, and these are curricula agreed upon by our Quincy College and then the teachers of those content areas in those public schools. So like a Whitman Hanson has been there for such a long period of time. So we've added 5 new. We have 6 continuing. And all of those bring students, we hope, to the college.
Right.
They don't necessarily come here, but we hope they do. But for us, it's a way of, it's in our mission. This is what we do to get students ready for college.
I was not aware at all about how much that program has expanded.
Yeah.
That is astounding in a very short period of time.
Yeah. Well, in the last year and a half, 5 brand new partners. Yeah.
So the southern tier, like Marshfield, would they go to the Plymouth campus?
They could. They could. They can go to either one. But
Okay.
you're right. That's more That's more than Whitman Hanson is more.
Yeah.
The Plymouth. Hanover has been a really great partner for us. They can go either way. They can
Okay.
go to Plymouth or come here.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they take the college classes while they're still in their respective high schools.
Grade 10, grade 11, grade 12.
Okay.
This summer, within a few summer programs, but this summer program for we call it Early College Seminar, there's 75 students from Quincy and North Quincy High School coming to the college to take courses in computer technology and public speaking.
Okay.
So it really has expanded, and there's so many other ways at both high schools that we have expanded our partnership. So you're absolutely correct.
And I know there are scholarships also available, awarded to the seniors, right?
Yeah. We have two types of scholarships. The first is for early college high school students.
Okay.
And this year there were just about 40 seniors, equally from North Quincy, that graduated, that went through just that one year.
Yep.
And so what we did with CARES funding is we put money away for them to get a full year, a little over $8,000 free college education.
Huge leg up.
Yeah, so we only got 10. People say, 10, that's really great. I wanted all 40. But
Right.
so we have 10 that are coming to the college with, one full year. And you know what? And if they can just keep a 3.0 average, I'd love to just extend that.
Okay.
Even more.
All right.
To keep our students. So, and then the others, we were getting calls from people that said, well, what about if I'm not in early college high school?
Right.
So I said, okay, so we'll give a semester tuition. For those, half a semester.
Okay.
And at this point, we have over 20 of those students that are coming to the college. So,
All right.
yeah, it's exciting. It's
Yeah.
exciting. That summer program, and then going into the fall. But as you know, we're competing with a lot of pretty big time colleges that our students again, Quincy Public School students can go to. So we need to do these scholarship opportunities, but then we also need to retain our students, which is the biggest college goal that we have.
Okay. Are you finding that folks are looking at Quincy College more as another option for their higher education as opposed to just a place to go to wait until I figure out what I want to do?
Yes,
of thing? Yeah.
and I think the 2 baccalaureate programs
Yes.
have helped that. The business is already underway. There's 15 to 20 students in that right now,
Yeah.
and then we'll see where we go in the fall. And then computer science baccalaureate will begin in January.
Oh.
Yeah, and then to couple with that, with our really push for health sciences, we have a radiography program beginning in January as well. That's really under design right now.
Okay, all right.
So we'll have a lab that. We are hoping that we have 20 students and a couple of cohorts, so
Okay.
you have 20, you have 40.
Yep.
So all of that, and it's all based on data. Anything that we do is made based on data or the progress that community colleges have had that we can hop into.
Yeah. Well, you can really respond very quickly and kind of, on the fly as to what the job market demands, right?
Absolutely.
What folks really
Yeah,
need
and
at the
today, is so important, to have many of the students. They want to do a certificate program
Sure.
for continuing ed, or they want to do a 2-year program because the return on investment for them is remarkable compared to going to a 4-year school and coming out and saying, okay, what do I do?
Right.
Where am I going? So I think the college offers really excellent direction, short-term and some long-term, because we have the baccalaureate program. And as long as we offer them mentorships, as long as we offer them internships, we need to keep them. and be very proud of them as they enter the workforce.
Sure. Even I would think for non-traditional students, for older working folks who may have small children looking to make a change or midlife change.
Yeah, there's a nice balance,
yeah.
Joe. Most of our, we probably, the average age is probably 24 to 28.
Okay.
So it's right in that wheelhouse that you're talking
Yes,
about.
yes.
We also, what we want to do, and that's why these partnerships with public schools systems, mostly Quincy North,
Yep.
is so important, because we need to get those students right when they come out of high school. To do that, you do dual enrollment, you do early college, high school, you do college pathways and career and vocational ways. So you try to balance that demographic.
Yeah. Speaking of partnerships, tell me about the new partnership with Jewish Vocational Services.
Yes, Jewish Vocational Services, they've been around for quite a long period of time, and their mission is very much like ours. They operate in a way that they contract with hospitals, primarily health agencies, and then they recruit students. And they put them through some training, and then they go into the workforce.
Okay.
But what they had been missing for quite a long period of time was who could give them a degree, who could give them a certificate that would make their contract so much more valid as they go out into the workforce. So now they purchased a building on 122 Arlington Street in Boston.
Oh.
There's a few hospitals right in the area.
Sure.
That they have contracts with.
Yep.
So they're looking for things like certified nursing associates, certified nursing assistants, patient care assistants. They're looking for phlebotomists. They're looking for all sorts of things that right now they just can't, there's not the market out there. So as JVS recruits students, they have contracts. They recruit the students. We educate the students,
Okay.
and then they place them in the workforce.
Oh, okay.
So there's that immediacy.
So it's a guaranteed pipeline to employment.
Yeah,
for
it really
folks
is.
in that program.
Yeah. So we're looking next year to have just probably about 9 or 10 programs in there.
Wow.
This balance of academics, like biotech. We'll increase our biotech by 45 students. Phlebotomy, healthcare foundations, medical billing and coding, and substance assistance program that will all be credit programs. And then we look at the non-credit programs, that we have, and we're looking at acute care training, patient care training, CNA, medical assistance. So there's this balance of certificate programs, that are very, very, very marketable. So the return on investment is really built in by our partnership with JVS, and that could mean, 300 to 350 students.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we're looking at is if indeed the renovations to the building are based on grant funding, although they'll fund it anyway, but they're hoping for the grant funding they should get within 2 weeks. And then we can begin working with an architect, designer, project manager, and go forward. If it's not ready by September, we'll have those students come to Quincy.
Renovations to the building in Boston?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not, it's just the largest piece of that is the biotech lab.
Sure. Okay.
Other than that, it's all classroom oriented, the building is right now. So it would just be, window dressing the classrooms with the right technology and the right furniture. So that'll be easier. The biotech lab is what we're most concerned about getting up and running.
I see. Okay. Well, of course, you have one at Quincy College already.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. So we can, and what JVS is doing, right now we have a cohort of 15. They'll double that cohort.
Yep.
So we'll get new 15 here, and then 30, 15 and 15 at Arlington
I
Street
see.
as
Okay.
well. So the program is really, it's an institute, healthcare institute, and it's something that I think will help the college broaden its demographic, but also do some really great things for people that are really thirsty and want to upskill.
There's going to be a tremendous need in the healthcare industry
it's
for
unbelievable.
many, many years to come.
Yeah.
There's been so much attrition, retirements, folks just dropping out of the workforce
Yeah.
that are leaving, wait times in hospitals and emergency rooms double and triple. So they need help. Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at a CNA program with Rich Fernandez at Milton
Yes.
Hospital, and what we're saying is we'll bring an instructor there.
Okay.
And he has a lot of employees there that want to be upward mobile.
Yes.
And get into CNA. So we'll have a program right there. So that's another partnership, and he's been terrific.
Talk about bringing Quincy College to the people.
Yes.
Literally bringing it to the people.
That's
but
correct.
They can earn a certificate from an accredited institution.
That's right.
Like Quincy College. That has value,
Yeah.
and that could launch them on a whole new
Go
career
right
path.
into the workforce.
Yeah, exactly. Very
Yeah.
good.
It's needed.
How's the nursing program, Rick?
Nursing program's doing good.
Yeah, let's get an
we
update
should
on that.
we should be applying for full program status, very shortly.
Okay.
Very shortly. The NCLEX scores have been excellent for PN and RN for the past 2 years, 100%.
Good. Wow.
So we're
Okay.
really building it, and I think it's a credit to our nurses that teach, as well as the administrators. But I mean, we really know. You really know the students there. You get to know them, and if they need help, we have tutoring for them.
Yeah.
But I think it's more of a culture of the expectation is success, and I think that's where we're headed. So we should be headed to full approval. The enrollment looks better. In the not necessarily in the PN, but the RN program,
Okay.
should be up maybe 10 students, which is a really positive thing compared to where the college was at one time.
Well, exactly. Yeah, you had a big hill to climb.
That's true. That's
sure,
true.
yeah.
We're getting there.
Speaking of partnerssions again, with Eastern Nazarene College for your nursing students?
Yeah, it's interesting. We talked to President Connell there, who's been just terrific in a lot of ways, But we talked to him about using dormitories that they may have available, and he's been just open to that. And so we focused on our nurses. Because right now the demographic is pretty much close to the from Quincy to Boston and then down towards the Cape.
Yep.
So what we're looking is to try to broaden that demographic to be able to use housing at ENC for our nurses, and then broaden it. And maybe there's more North Shore.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
it's Central Massachusetts. Maybe it's Western Mass. Maybe it's Connecticut, Vermont. Maine.
Wow,
That
okay.
say, you know what? Quincy's an incredibly wonderful place, and the ocean is right there. The T to get into Boston is right there. So Eastern Nazarene has come up with a tuition base that they feel is good for them, and then our tuition is our tuition.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really nice partnership, and they have a beautiful campus.
Certainly, yes. So
Yeah.
they would have their housing at ENC and their classes at Quincy College?
Yeah, I would shuttle them back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah, and the dorms, there's like parlors, that they could get together.
Yeah.
The library is right there.
Yes.
They could use the library.
Okay.
Yeah. Classes, though, are separate. In other words, we're the educators.
Yes.
So there we would not have classes
I
there or
understand,
anything.
yeah.
Everything would be at Quincy College.
Okay, so just adding another amenity really to try and increase enrollment
Yeah.
in your programs.
Yeah.
And tap into existing resources, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
and again, it's the healthcare.
Yes.
These nurses, they're hired sometimes right before they leave. Same with biotech. They're a 2-year program, and after 1 year,
Yes.
they're already hired.
Well, I
in
know
Cambridge.
some students were brought in to deliver vaccines at the height of the pandemic while they were still in
We're
school.
still- yeah. Minute Health has been tremendous, in that regard, partnering with us
Yeah.
as well.
Super.
Yeah.
So really trying to get the biggest bang for your buck at Quincy
Yes.
College, it sounds like,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's
Yeah.
a business. It's a business, and if you don't try to keep pushing it and try to stay ahead, we're all about enrollment. Enrollment drives the bus.
And pays the bills. Yeah.
Very good.
There's never been a hockey team at Quincy College. Will there be?
Yes, there
Really?
will be. Yeah. Beginning in November.
Okay.
November, December. It'll be the first, and we're recruiting right now.
Okay.
For that program. I'm really hoping that a lot of Quincy kids. It doesn't have to be Quincy. But I think there are a lot of hockey is something that is really becoming far more lifelong than it used to be. You have older people playing hockey, hopefully not being hit as much. But
Obviously, yeah.
but I think that there's a tremendous hockey program right here in the city, and there are so many students that graduate and may never play. Again, this gives them the opportunity to play and be on a team, come to college, So I think that opportunity is really, really terrific for a lot of families and for a lot of hockey players. But
Okay.
there's a lot too in Weymouth and Braintree and Milton and Cohasset and Situate and Hanover and Whitman-Hanson and Marshfield. As we go down, it's about opportunity. That's really what it is.
Do you have a coach lined up?
We do, and forgive me.
Okay, you don't.
Forgive me.
Okay.
No.
I'm assuming it'll be an extension of the Granite kind of overall
Yes. Yep.
logo.
Absolutely.
Under Jack Raber's
Under Jack,
tutelage.
he's doing a great job. He works hard.
Great.
At it. But he's done a lot of great things, and we're looking we're looking at women's athletics as well. They're just not. It's not as easy for whatever reason to recruit. Baseball, another one that's doing great. 25 to 30 athletes. But women's soccer, we tried. Women's basketball, we're recruiting now for next year.
Okay.
So, to make sure that there's opportunity for everyone.
Anything else we should let folks know about right now, Rick?
No, we have great
Okay.
summer programs. I
Yep.
mentioned the early college summer program. We have some incredible partners that we have, community partners that are really kicking in and helping us in a lot of ways, especially in scholarships, for our students. So I think that's really great. Child care, we're offering child care
Super,
for
yeah.
Our students as well.
Can be a big obstacle if you don't have it. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is, for everybody. So no, there's a lot of things going on, and I think a lot within the mission of the college, and really making sure that as many students as possible are being taken care of. That's why we're here.
Always great to see you. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks for all you do.
You're very welcome. Have a wonderful summer.
All right, you too. It's going to be quick.
It will be.
All right.
Get out and enjoy it.
Yeah, you better enjoy it too.
Thank you very much.
All right, you got it.
Speaking of, today's one of those days you'll want to get out and enjoy lots of sunshine out there, and temperatures in the upper 70s this afternoon. Nice, comfortable evening tonight, around 59. Nice tomorrow, too, a little warmer, around 80. Showers midweek, and then clearing out again for Friday. Thanks again to Rick DeCristofaro for joining us today.
Pleasure.
Thanks to our crew. Thank you for watching Friday here on the program. Quincy Commissioner of Natural Resources, Dave Murphy, will be here. Don't forget, go to our website anytime, qatv.org. All our programs there, along with news and information, video on demand, live streaming, and a whole lot more. For all of us here at QATV, I'm Joe Catalano. Have a great week.